So, on the one hand, I'm not a racist, I'm not a homophobe, I'm not a bigot, I'm not a wife beater, I'm not that last one was a bad example, but I'm not a, what are some other bad terms? I'm not a white supremacist, I'm not a capitalist or anything like that. I'm not any of that. But on the other hand, I'm also not a feminist, I'm not a social justice warrior. I'm not woke. I'm not any of those things. Um, and the simple reason is that I was thinking about this a few days ago. Like, people always, it's not human nature for to want to put people in boxes, right? Everybody wants to just stereotype people like, okay, they're in that box. That's that type of person. Um, and you can do this in a good way, but you can also do it in a negative way. The negative ones are kind of easier, um, depending on who you're talking to. But even the good ones, I I feel sometimes like if you're not a feminist, then that means you're a bad person. Um, but what if you didn't know what a feminist was exactly? What if there's parts of feminism that you agree with, but others that you don't? And I think humans have to be careful not to fall into this tribalism where it's like, oh, you're not part of our group because you don't believe in this, this, and this, and it's like, where is the border? Like, where? How do you know if you're part of a group? And like, I think it's underestimating humans to say that we need to think like that. A person can be a complex person, too complex for a label, and that's why I'd like to introduce a concept which I call non-label, um, which ironically is a label, but it's a label for people who refuse to be put in different boxes. And I don't want anyone to say that I am anything. I want people to talk to me about things or ask me questions. Um, and even then, they're not going to get a complete picture because I'm going to change my fucking mind. I'm going to say something different now than I will in 1 year. So I think humans just have to become okay with not having an answer, sort of an easy fix. We're sort of being conditioned and trained to follow clickbait, and not go in depth with stories or ideas or people. We just see this little snippet of them. So yeah, don't call me anything. Just talk to me. Just let's have a conversation. If you don't have the attention span or the patience to talk to me and talk things through, then you shouldn't be using me or anything that I say to promote you or anything you say because you haven't understood it. And I've seen it a lot. I have read a lot of books and I've listened to a lot of people, and some of those ideas, they're controversial, and then they become not controversial, and then they become controversial again. And it's it's kind of annoying because it's like I've seen it where someone is demonized, and then you talk to the person and you figure out what was going on, and you get the whole story, and then you're like, okay, I can see why they demonized you, but I can also see why they're wrong, or why they don't have the whole picture. And that's the thing, right? We don't have the whole picture. And being labeled is not the whole picture. It's a category which is useful for when you want to save time, but it doesn't work very well with people. And there's a lot of potential harm that comes from labeling people. That's my rant. Non-label nation, let's do it.